Welcome, folks, to Glendale, Arizona, and State Farm Stadium, site of this year's Verbo Fiesta Bowl, which, of course, is part of the college football playoff. We are through the opening round of this year's playoff, and now the pressure is mounting in the quarterfinals. A matchup between one side that's had time to rest and recover, and another team that's battle-tested, already off one playoff victory. As we'll see the number 7 seed in this playoff, the Oklahoma Sooners, taking on the number 2 seed in the playoff, the Ohio State Buckeyes. 3A Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler, here in the booth with Kirk Herbstreit. And here we go, a college football playoff quarterfinal game. Only one team here can keep their championship dreams alive. Kickoff team out there. We're ready to rumble for this college football playoff game. He's going to bring it out of the end zone from a couple yards deep. Solid coverage there. They get it in the 15. That's where the offense will take over. So Oklahoma's offense in a tricky spot here thanks to that poor return. Always enjoyed coming to the Fiesta Bowl over the years. And, of course, you got the modern Silver Stadium here sitting in the desert ready for this showdown.
Well, it's so many great memories here. Let's think back to Boise State, Oklahoma back in '07. How about the classic between Oklahoma State and Stanford with Andrew Luck in 2012? And then the shocker just a few years ago with TCU over Michigan in 2022. This game has a history of providing the unexpected.
Getting set. Here's second down. And he'll set up to throw. Receiver makes the catch, and the defense swarms. Not much of a gain on that completion.
Quarterback looks downfield to make this throw. He wants to be able to get the ball to be able to pick up enough yards for a first down, but instead, he gets the ball at least underneath to the drag route and gets some positive yards.
Quick throw complete to the tight end. Brought down at the 33, but it's good enough to move the sticks.
Oh, the defense. They get this offense to a third down. Early in the game, a chance to get him off the field, but instead this quarterback shows you why they've had such a great year with a conversion.
Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2. They don't block the defensive end and show some quickness for getting around the edge that time.
Yeah, this guy's usually getting around the edge to put pressure on the quarterback, but he reminds everybody here that this guy's a complete package. Not only can he pressure the quarterback, but also he is very, very talented and shows you the physicality he has against the run as well.
Not going to be easy here. Backed up a long way to go for a first down. And he'll drop back here on third down. It's a quick grab. Tackled at the 44, but good enough for a first down. Tackle is made, but the junior quarterback shows off his arm strength that time. And the Sooners pick up enough for a first down here. Single back takes the handoff. Tackle up near midfield at the 48.
Nice solid run here by this back. Did a nice job of just kind of finding that lane, pick up some positive yards. They're on 1st and 10.
Again, makes it 2nd and medium. And now the running back's got it again. They stop him, but it's a first down.
Chris, Oklahoma has had their run of quarterbacks and receivers in recent years, and we know they can throw the football. But anybody goes back to Barry Switzer and Bud Wilkinson, you know that Oklahoma is all about their ability to have a running game. Beautiful play right there, and I know the Sooner fans are proud of that one.
Second down after that previous play. There's the snap. Looking to throw the ball. It's a short completion to the tight end. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a first down.
Well, it's another completion by this quarterback. Another great gain in a first down, and already over 30 yards through the air. This quarterback is in a zone here to start this game.
The Sooners will line up on 1st and 10. Out of the shotgun, he'll hand it off. Coming to the line on second down. This is important. They want to avoid a third and long. Here's the snap. Quarterback looking to throw. Looking to set up a screen pass here. He's tackled, but down at the 9-yard line. Defense getting pushed around. Here we go. Third down, close to the goal line. They can still get a first down without scoring.
A lot of times this can be a tough play to defend because you're so concerned with getting pressure on the quarterback. But here the defense does a good job of coming off of coverage and chasing down the receiver.
QB to the tight end for a completion. Brought down just short of the end zone. It'll be first and goal from the 1.
When you talk about a huge conversion, that's third and long. It doesn't matter for these guys. They just keep going about their business. Great connection between this quarterback and receiver on that one, and now they're in business.
They'll try to run it in on first and goal. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Oklahoma. You come out in a playoff game, Kirk, no signs of rust for the offense immediately.
Yeah, no jitters at all. After the layoff, I wondered how they might be able to come out and communicate and actually just the rhythm to the offense, but they did not hesitate.
Good job.
They set the tone early. Now they got themselves a lead.
They'll try to add to the lead now with the PAT. And the PAT makes it 7-0. Getting set to kick the ball off now. So it'll be a touchback. Bounce by at the 25. So the Ohio State Buckeyes offense takes the field. Our first chance to see them today. All right, Kirk, let's take a quick look at the impact players for today's game and how they're going to affect the outcome.
These are your leaders on the field and in the locker room. These are your go-to guys, not only when you need a play to be made, but also when you need somebody to rally your team.
That's a nice wrap up there by the junior. Buckeyes looking to use the up-tempo offense here. Fakes the handoff here, looking to throw it. It's incomplete. He was hit as he threw that time. And now third down coming up.
It has been a tough first half in this playoff game for this offense. They cannot get anything going through the air. Not only are they down the scoreboard, but there's really nothing to build around as we get ready to go into the second half.
Tackles made.
Guys.
Makes the 43-yard line. This drive is going now. The drive stays alive with that first down completion.
Now we're starting to see this offense look like they've looked all year long. Listen, to be able to get to a playoff opportunity, your offense has got to be able to show an ability to hit throws like this on third down. They hit it, they keep the drive alive. Now they have a chance to put points on the board.
Quarterback looking to pass here on second down. No connection there. The pass is incomplete.
But this defense has been incredible all year long, and they continue to be that way in the postseason. Just getting after this offense, whether it's putting pressure on the quarterback, great coverage downfield. Right now, they are dominating this game.
Delivers from the pocket, complete over the middle. Stop at the 43. This offense picks up another first down. The Buckeyes pick up enough yardage to keep this drive rolling. On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. And he's sacked. That O-line has to regroup now. It's 2nd and 12. Quarterback drops back. We're going to test the secondary. And he dumps it off to the tight end. The defense grabs him after the completion. He's just short of a first down. Third down upcoming after that completion. Quarterback keeps the football. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
That is just really sound play by the defense here on third down. You know the quarterback is a threat running the football. They anticipate it. They put themselves in position. They come up with a loss there. And now we got fourth down.
And he knocks it right through the uprights.
Boy, And this guy had plenty of leg here, too. Chris, you remember the days when a kick from 50-plus was a major accomplishment? Now these guys knock these out like they're almost automatic.
So after coming away with 3 in that drive, the kickoff team is out. Fields it inside the 5-yard line. He'll be tackled at the 18. That's good coverage there. Okay, so here comes the Oklahoma offense back on the field. Remember, last time they scored a touchdown. Can they keep clicking here, or the defense come up with a stop? And the single back takes the handoff.
You know, in the era that we live in right now, everybody wants to spread the field around, try to create space, try to create one-on-one matchups, and the defense has countered over the years by trying to play out wide. But here's a great example of the defense has the ability to play wide, but still be solid at the line of scrimmage and not give up big run plays.
Not much after the catch, but it hit.
When they're throwing the football like this, it is really hard to defend this offense because of the timing of the quarterback with his wide receivers. Another good example of it there for the first down. Makes me harken back to guys like Sam Bradford and Jason White, their Heisman campaigns, and the accuracy that they threw the football with.